Clubbers. What's up, Doodle Clubbers and Chroma Clubbers, in case you didn't hear it the first time? Okay, well, today's another edition of Ask DCH. Well, let's get started. Okay, so give me a question for. Okay, so now we go to the Ask DCH. And basically, Gingerbread Panda asks, is DC part of your real job or a hobby? Right now it's a hobby, but my goal is to turn it into my job. And so I think one way I have to do that is to put in app purchases and upgrade some things. So you've inspired me. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put in app purchases into either Doodle Club or Chroma Club pretty soon. And if you have any suggestions on what the in-app purchases should be for, just post in the comments below. Okay, TKD Rocks 21 asks, what is your favorite type of questions? Well, the questions I like most are questions about how you can actually run your club more successfully or how you can do certain projects. That's really why I was inspired to start Doodle Club. And so anything I can do to help you do projects or to run your club or to make your club more fun and cohesive is something that I'm more excited about. So those are my favorite types of questions, and also questions that you may have related to suggestions on ways to improve Doodle Club are definitely things I enjoy too. So for example, recently we talked about having like a little university inside Doodle Club and Chroma Club, where basically maybe clubs could hold classes for the university. They could choose one class to hold. People could join the class, and then they'd have weekly sessions or something else like that. So I'm excited about questions related to that. Now, Emerald Gem asks, do you like flowers? Yeah, I really like flowers. I like plants, and in fact, it reminds me, I wish I could actually kind of water a plant. I should get one of those plants I can put on my desk so that I can water it. I don't know why, it just makes me more peaceful. So thanks for the inspiration. I think I'm going to look into doing that. Okay, Gamer asks, can they fix bugs? Yeah, of course we can fix bugs. If you have any issues or glitches, just post on my wall and I'll see what I can do. Cloud asks, please tell me font codes, and what are those? Well, font codes are special HTML tags that you can post all around Doodle Club to change the colors of the words. And to actually learn about font codes, check out the Font Code Club. The Font Code Club is something you can look up in the clubs area, and they have some really awesome tutorials on how to use font codes. Rebel Drawer asks, why are the rules so strict? Well, let me tell you why. When Doodle Club first started out, I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to be nice to everyone. And I'm going to try to rehabilitate the kids and the players who have a negative attitude and a negative life and whatever. And what I realized is that that's not my job. That would just require so much time that I wouldn't even have time to even fix Doodle Club. So what I've done is I've just said that, you know what, the people who are negative or violate the rules, and by the way, the rules in Doodle Club are really flexible. I think it's really fair. They're really fair. They don't require you to do or be very strict. They're just really open. It's just that if you're going to be negative, if you're going to pollute and be toxic to other people or bully other players, then you need to go, because I just want to keep Doodle Club a fun and safe place. This goes back to the first question, is DC part of your real job or hobby? Well, since it's a hobby and it's a really expensive hobby, I want to make sure that it's a fun experience for me, and also a fun experience for the players who are in Doodle Club. So that's why the rules are strict, because we tried to do it the other way and it really doesn't work well. We just want to make sure that the people who want to be positive and constructive have a safe and fun environment, and that means kicking out the bullies. Okay, Kitty123 asks, why does Doodle Club not have a login screen for every time you log in? That way you can save username and password. And at first we didn't have a login screen to just make it fast to use the game. And I understand what you're saying. And I think what we might do eventually is add a lock that you could tap to lock your screen or lock your profile. And then you would enter your password to lock it. And if you wanted to come back in, you would enter your password to come back in. So that way you don't always have to lock it, but you have the option to. I think that's pretty fair. Mermaid Pink asks, what tips do you have for making apps? I would say that choose an app or type of app that you're passionate about that you'd like to do, but also make sure that it's unique. So it's that blend of something that you really like to do or you're passionate about, but also that hasn't been done already or that you have a unique angle on. If you can do those two things, then you can do, I think, reasonably well. Okay, well, I think that's it for the questions today for Ask DCH. Once again, thanks for the questions. And if you have any suggestions or other questions you want answered, post in the comments below. Thanks again. Take care.